Hello and welcome along, everybody. How are we doing this evening? I hope that you have had a good day and a good start to your week. We're gonna get these cameras sorted because this is just slightly in the middle there. Right, vertical stream should be okay, I think. On anything else. Nope. Let's see. How's the vertical stream doing on YouTube? Yes, we're good. Oh, there we go. Moving across. That's all right. Right. How are we, everybody? I hope you've had a good start to your week. We've got audio and everything. Farmer Robbie, welcome along. Harley Farmer, welcome along. Yes, this map is on console. The map we're doing today is on console. It is Alma. It's just had an update. I've not updated my copy, because I think you need a new game save if you do. So I'm not updating my copy, but we'll go from there. Chris Nice 3, welcome along. Captain Biggles, welcome along. And Farmer Brian, welcome along. Hope you're doing well as well. Small piece of news today. Brand new Gamescom trailer came out for Farming Simulator, which is pretty awesome. Andy the Farmer, welcome along. I'll send you the loot you have for live in-cab camera view confirmed in themselves. Oh, really? Oh, yes, because Gamescom's going on. So there are creators who have got over there and they're getting to play with the Mercedes DLC. They're getting to play with some of Highlands, I think, over in Germany. So yeah, there's some stuff going on. But of course, if you want to pre-order any of the DLCs or want to order anything from the Farming Simulator website, use code VF Gaming to support the channel. Would be very thankful to you for that. Hey Paul Sinclair, welcome along. Great. Send me a whisper about sending your hat. Ooh, okay, cool. I will check that out. I've got a few. I can see I've got a few whispers to deal with. Before I start, though, I want to have a look at this trailer and comment on it a bit because I think it's pretty cool. So let's head over to the live screen here. And yes, so this is the Gamescom trailer for Farming Simulator 25's Highlands, the Highlands fishing DLC that's coming up. And I'm just gonna play it. It's I've not got the sound on because obviously it's got music and this isn't it's not actually a copyright free or a copyright allowed. This does look amazing. I am very pleased with this. I was very pleased when they showed it, and yeah, that motion I think that is an onion planter. I think we saw that while we were there. The buses have changed. Somebody pointed out the buses have changed to actual Highland buses now. They're not the red buses that they were in the stuff we saw at FarmCon. This is the onion harvester, which is quite cool. I quite like the pickup. It's a pickup for the onions. The train is really nice. The JCB is really nice, as is the bunning muck spreader. Very pleased to see those in game. See those all the time round by me. We have a brand new lime spreader as part of this DLC, which is fantastic. Very pleased to see that. We've got crane operations on here, which is great. Yeah, the being able to pick stuff up off the crate. I'm loving the fish farm and the fish farming. Looks really cool. This DLC just looks fantastic. I am very pleased. Cars, that car was left-hand drive. We've got an ATV by the looks of it in the DLC as well. And just look at that viaduct. Just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I love this. The whole DLC just looks amazing, and it's now playing my stream, my vertical stream back to me, which is ridiculous. So yeah, but that is very cool. I'm liking everything that I've seen in that. Galcomp Gamer, Right, to address your thing, I cannot gift you FS25. However, I do competitions from time to time. We will be doing a competition at the end of this month for a copy of Farming Simulator 25. Yeah, end of that. But FS25 is on Game Pass. Very true. A great way to get FS25 at the moment is on Game Pass. No Highland Cows. We don't know that for certain yet, Fuji4. We just haven't seen that at the moment. Branded fishing rod, which is very cool. Yeah, I need to go and look at all the footage coming out of Gamescom. I've been at work all day, so I haven't actually had a chance to see. But yeah, I am very, very much liking that. I want to have a look at this. So let's have a look at the update to Alma. Due to all the changes listed above, new same game is strongly required. I might go and see if I can convert my game over, but we won't be updating Alma tonight. We'll be using the old version of Alma. So what else got released that might be useful for our farm here on Alma? Not a lot, I don't think. I think we're pretty much set up. Although these trailers here did look quite cool, I don't think they're actually going to be useful for me. So yeah, we won't download anything new. Right, let's head on in. Hey, Devil's Fan 66. If I haven't said hello to you, I apologize because I've been concentrating on getting this started. We're just going to start. We're not going to update. Yeah, Alma needs new save, so I'm going to stick with the previous version of Alma for my game on here. We are going to be switching in a few weeks to a new realism experiment. So at the moment, yeah, we're going to stick on this. I just got to remember not to update this. Yeah, I'm going to have to add I think I'm gonna update my stream. Captain Biggles, thank you for renewing your membership. You are awesome. Member for 6 months. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, where are you, Nightbot? Come on, Nightbot. I'm toying with the idea of setting up my setting up a new bot myself. I did some research this week, and it should be possible to do. Should be able to set up one that works across both as well. I am amazed that none of the big players seem to have set up cross-platform stream bots. With so many people restreaming and so many people using, or multi-streaming, so many people using multi-streams within these systems. Why is there not a multi-stream chatbot? I do not know. Okay, for farming for a bit, but great news for new gen consoles is they're getting Euro Truck Simulator 2 in America. Oh, fantastic! It's about time ETS and ATS came to console. They are awesome games, and yeah, they played. I mean, how old ETS 2 is? 10, 15 years old now, something like that. Right, so we are middle of harvest. Yep. Start this up, empty this out. I don't know which rows. Oh, this is the only row that I've done so far. So we need to move that tractor once this is empty. Hey, Wayland Timlick, welcome along. Right, there should do it. Right. So yeah, I'm looking at the Highlands. The Highlands fishing expansion is looking fantastic. Really liking the look of that. Is that? Where's that going? Please avoid my tractor. No, of course, the one place that I put this tractor is right in the way for the other bit of kit. If I put it here, we'll be out of the way. There we go. Seems to be very mottled, the yield on here. Very mottled. Hello, Colton for Nacho. English only, please. I cannot understand a word that you are saying. Good evening, FS25. Welcome along. Oh, you know what? I don't have chat. I don't have a drink. I got ready for my stream so quickly last night that tonight that I forgot to get my drink. So I'll have to step out in a moment. Maybe when we empty the combine next, I'll step out and go and get a drink. Rubbish everywhere at the moment. Is that tractor plant the plates of Prairies the origin robot? Yes, it is. Andrew, yes, it is. What was for supper, Motley? For supper this evening, we had sort of fried chicken bits. And I can't do a hydrate. Oh, I can do a hydrate. It's cold tea. Oh, God, that's horrible. That's what I get. That's what I get for not getting my advanced GG ready. Pepsi Max Cherry, very nice. Very nice. So yeah, things are looking up for sort of the back half of the year. It looks like we've got some decent stuff coming. We've got the Mercedes DLC starting, coming out beginning of next month. And then we've got the Highlands Fishing coming out just 2 months after that. It's a busy few weeks to the end of the year. Or a very busy few months to the end of the year. Good evening, the Loma Ranger. Welcome along. I've also been working on my my much talked about website. I've been working on Farm Sim UK. I'm very much at the moment sort of airing towards that as my focus. Still doing my live streams. Still looking at how I can make shorts. We'll eventually make another Let's Play video. Or Let's Play series. Do I still run into some issues with precision farming? For the most part for me it's all good, but I've had trouble when it comes to laying fertilizer down and crops being detected on field. I'm not having that kind of issue. For the most part, precision farming seems to be behaving itself. I am slightly annoyed that liquid lime doesn't seem to work with it, but then that's a mod, so I need to slow this combine down. 24 miles an hour when I'm coming around the ends is too fast. Let's take this down to about 12. Almost full. Looking forward to your Saxon coming to consoles as well. Yeah, Saxon coming to consoles is going to be fantastic. I am. Do you know what? So my Saxlingham roleplay, I've got the whole series set up. I just have not recorded yet. I've one of those situations where I'm just gearing myself up. Are you waiting for a? I don't know. There's a good question though. Waiting for a goat stage with PF and fertilizer. Yeah, worth checking. Also with tram lines, I used them, but the field never seems to need any additional fertilizer. So not sure the point of the. With that, it's probably the crop, Andrew, because I had I had soybeans on here. I've got soybeans, and they are not requiring any additional fertilizer. Hey Steam fan, welcome along. Right, I'm gonna set this unloading and then I am gonna go and get my get myself a drink. I will be right back. Yeah, peas don't need any fertilizer. Sunflowers rarely need fertilizer. There's a few crops that fertilizer is not necessary. Well, that emptied quicker than I expected it to. I'm glad caught you try for a while. GTA. Cheer it later, FS25. There we go. Cheers, Paul Sinclair. Alma 1.1 is out, which might benefit you with the extra straw of soybeans. It's just regular straw as well, not a new crop type. But no new mods getting tested this week, according to DJ. Yeah, because it's Gamescom. Gamescom, very busy time for Giants. And they've got the DLC coming up, so yeah. Alma Alma, I haven't updated to the new version of Alma. I would need to do a test run of doing that update. I would be concerned as to how much it would break. And I'd probably have to do some conversion. Especially because I've done a lot of modifications to my farm on here, so trying to do a conversion would, oh god, yeah, it might make my head hurt, I think. I just heard something outside my window. We're copying the placeables XML folder work. My trouble is I've reshaped these fields to look like this. So I'd have to go and rework those fields. I could do it, but it would take time. Oh, I missed it. What are my thoughts on collab with Daggerwin and Scroft? I would love to collaborate with either of those guys. I've spoken to Scroft a few times. I've never proposed a collaboration with him. I have proposed a collaboration with Daggerwin before. And Daggerwin was very much up for it. The trouble was the time of day that Daggerwin recorded in those days was while I was at work. And we could not make it work, unfortunately. I really want to... The person I'd really love to collaborate with is Mr. CDP. And he and I have toyed with the idea a few times. And we've never really got much further than that. Evening, Cavalier Roy. Have I tried? What do I feel about the realistic livestock mod? I have not tried the realistic livestock mod. I really should. It's one of those mods that is probably on the list for possible use in a realism experiment. Blank 0420, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. But yeah, I'm always up for a collab. My trouble is at the moment I'm having huge issues motivating myself to make videos. Massive issues, and I don't want to push myself on that while I'm in my probation period at work and still trying to get myself sorted work-wise. Maybe in a bit I have yeah, my videos have not been doing great, and it's really sort of dragged me down recently. Hey Forsaken, I'm new at playing FS25. I've currently got a few default tractors and silage going, starting to dip my toes into animals too. Would I need better tractors, and what's the difference? So, ooh, I've missed my row. Tractors, the important thing really is horsepower mostly. Where's this row? There it is. Oh my lord, that is not my row. It's mostly horsepower and checking that they have all of the things you need. So, for example, if you're dipping your toes into animals, you're probably going to need a tractor that has a front loader possibly on it so that you can handle bales. You're going to need something with a, well, depending on what bales you're doing. If you're going to do square bales, you're going to need something with a decent amount of horsepower on it. If you're going to do round bales, then you could possibly get something away with something with slightly less horsepower. It really is check over the tractor and check whether it's got the things that you think you need. But it's really horsepower and options that you need to check. So that is just finishing off. Started using it, but my gaming time is very much on the lower end at the moment. I think it's if it's the one I'm thinking it is, Cavalier Roy, then it is. It does add a huge amount of extra realism. What website do I use for my mods? The mod hub, the in-game mod hub. I do not use any other site at the moment. There's a few mods that I will get from individual modders ones. So like I downloaded Saxlingham from FarmSim Briscoe's itch.io account or itch.io page, but for the most part I stick to the in-game mod hub, to the point where I was going to populate my farm with a whole load of Ford tractors, and I went onto a non-official mod hub site and I looked at them and I went, I don't like them. I don't know where these come from. I don't know what their thing is. I cannot say that it's safe for me to use these mods, and so I didn't use them. I am working on something at the moment. Give me a moment. Let me see if I've got this up and running at the moment. No. No. That's what I'm after. Dad's Day, my favorite house. Oh, 25 years. 25 years old. She had kittens 4 months ago. Wow, Ethan. Yeah, okay, that is I don't know which version of this. Let me show you something that I'm working on. This should be up. Soon. Oh. So this holding page will be going up in the near future. New project. Farm Cat 2. Oh. Father Karen, thank you for resubscribing for your 8th month. You are awesome. So yeah, that's the project I'm working on at the moment. What will be on that page? So, FarmSim UK at the moment. So FarmSim UK is a new community website for Farming Simulator. It is going to have, so at the moment, it's going to have a mod directory It's going to have an article stroke knowledge base. It's going to have a community area, including its own Discord, and promotions for modders and content creators, and basically a hub where if you are if you create anything for Farm Sim, you will be able to go and promote yourself. What's the other? So there's another section. No, that's it. And then there's the homepage. The FS UK, there's a section of community. Exactly, Cavalier Roy. And I actually, so while I was researching the sections to put on the site and where to head with things, I actually went back on the Wayback Machine to get a feel for Farm Sim for FS UK and get a feeling of what it was, because you're right, I miss FS UK and I think lots of other people miss it as well. I'm not currently planning to have a forum. I'm planning to have a Discord linked from the site instead. I don't know whether that's the best idea to go with, but I think a forum in this day and age isn't so much of a thing. But I'll look at it and see what happens, and maybe if enough people want it and enough people call for it, we might look at having a forum, but that's not my plan at the moment. So yeah, and I got the layout and I've done the artwork for the header on it, which I'm very pleased with. Although I need to tweak it a little bit more. And yeah, I think it's going to be very cool. And I will be looking for help. I am. There are things. One example is that I've got to add every current modhub mod into the directory. And while I will have most of that automated, I'm gonna need to create a thumbnail picture for every single mod currently on the modhub. So there's that. It will all need checking and all need working, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going to need to be done setup wise. So part of the reason for getting the coming soon page up is because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I'm going to need to start processing there, and I want to. The mods list in the directory will be so looking to list everything on the mod hub in the directory, looking to then find to then start other mods listed on there as well, but trusted mods. I want mods that basically, if you list a mod on the site, if you list a mod in the directory, because we won't be hosting any mods, well, not initially hosting any mods, but we're not. It'll be a directory that links to the modder's original links, but you will have to declare that a mod is all your own work, or that you have written permission from the creator of whichever mod you've converted or changed, or anything like that. And if you lie on that and you get found out, then then that will come down and there'll be a strike against your account, and you won't be able to. 3 strikes and you're off. You won't be able to list anything on the site. I am very excited for the UK vehicles. The other thing to mention is all the advertising on there all of the farming simulator advertising on there will be Giants partner links for partners on the site. So if you help out and you have a Giants partner link, your Giants partner link can be will be able to be put on there randomly if you choose. So it's also somewhere where those who are lower level Giants partners can get their Giants partner link out, hopefully, to a wider audience. Including modders, because I know there are several modders out there who have Giants partners links who don't have the opportunity to have it out there. We got 87.88 for Paul Sinclair. We got a mod. You can add some seeds. Right, we want the truck. Where's my truck? Okay. Thank you, Jesse. George Wilson 21, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. But yeah, my ultimate goal with Farm Sim UK is to make a trustworthy mod, third-party mod site. Playing along tonight as I need to plant my potatoes. Nice. I'm also looking at launching the virtualfarmer.tv site, which is going to be a much simpler site. The big thing for everybody around here is I'm looking at creating a members section on that site, so that if you are a patron, if you are a YouTube channel member, or if you are a Twitch subscriber, I will have trying to have a section of my website that you'll be able to log in with either of those accounts and access a members only area, which hopefully will allow me to give a central place for everybody to access stuff, and also mean that if you're a Twitch sub, you'll be able to access similar stuff to the YouTube and Patreon members. Playing along tonight as I need to plant my potatoes. Nice, Steam fan. Rolling my winter barley in on Riverbend Springs. Nice. Evening, Farmer Kev. Have I heard the news from SCS Software? ETS2 and American Truck Sim are coming to next-gen consoles? Yes, I have. Which is awesome. Sebastian, I go to school with your twins. Can you have a chat time? Hey, Seb. How you doing? Yes, I know who you are. Although, don't ask for a shout out. But I know who you are, so exceptions and all that. Hello. You know I'm live and that you're currently on camera. I think it's still on camera. No, you're not quite. Is it important? Can you your brother go to bed? Oh no, I'm to bed. Best tractor, hey, Snap Play Clips, welcome along. 1050, oh wow, 1050 Vario is a beast of a tractor. Proper beast of a tractor. My daughter has left my door open. Means I now have breeze coming through, which isn't horrible. This field seems to have done pretty well, all things considered that the soil is fairly horrible. But we seem to have a decent yield off here, so I'm happy with that. Wow, we're almost full again. Under this row? Almost. Don't need you saved updates version of Alma. Sure, Farmer Kev? Oh wow, that really did need nothing. Just turned 60 to driving tractors on the roads now, which is good. What do I think of internationals? I like internationals. I know a lot of internationals. I prefer their cousin, which of course is the David Brown. Both case these days, but yeah. I'll try mine as I'm a month in. DJ testing it works fine. It's advised for a new save. Yeah. Sometimes you can have really weird things happen. I won't update it before I finished harvest, because if I update it before I finished harvest, that might have weirdness. Dave Brown, very good. Yeah, Dave Brown is my favorite tractor. Right, while that's emptying, let's go empty this. $83,000 liters of oats. Got international 434 highway edition which is a higher gear ratio for the road, and there's like 75 made, so really rare. Oh wow, that's very cool. Can I get both of these trailers on here? I might be able to. Yep, I can. Awesome. Right, you set destination back corner there. Up, auger in, down, and away we go. This map is just so good. It really is Madai. Sorry, it really is Mayday. How are the mini BFs and kitties behaving? Mini BFs are kitties are doing really well. It's folded the header. "19 days to go till Mercedes and 75 days till Highlands fishing." Go wild, you're permitted one mispronunciation. Don't do it again. I know, Mayday. It took me forever to work it out in the first place. And so, good rest of the latest Snap Place clips. What wheel and stick combo do I use? So this here, this combination here, that is the Horry Farm vehicle control system. And then on the left-hand side, I have the Thrustmaster Farm Stick X. I have a 2 joystick setup. But I did see Giant's video on the Highlands fishing. We played it at the start of the stream, Farmer Kev. It's awesome. I am so hyped for Highlands fishing. So hyped. That map looks amazing. The equipment looks awesome. I use 2 joysticks when I'm doing forestry, George. Also, I have camera control on the second joystick as well. Like the Can-Am 4-wheeler, yeah, that's very cool. Actually getting a 4-wheeler, which is brilliant. Or I should say a quad. Actually getting a quad, which is brilliant. Right, we need screenshot. There we go. Have I used Logitech wheel and control panel? The one that was originally SciTech. Yes, I have. I like the SciTech side panel. Or the heavy machinery side panel, I think is great. The wheel, I'm not so hot on. It feels a little bit plasticky to me. Oh, we're nearly full again. Well, that's good because we're fairly near the trailer this time. Fairly near the overloader this time. It looks like it's going to be a little while before we're full. FSB is not happy with people asking when his map will be released. He's thinking pulling it for giants. No! Will people stop? Stuff will be released on the mod hub when it's released on the mod hub. Don't task when a modder's item will be released on the mod hub. They know less than you do. Well, they know as much as you do. So many people grew up getting stuff released because they go and badger the modders. And you'd have thought people would have learned by now. I understand people are excited for stuff being released, but don't do it, people. Stuff will get released when it gets released. Oh, we got 96.08 for Wiggy. Love to see Didn't do his JD tracks in FS, but Hastings somewhere over it's wildly. Yeah. Confirmation from FSB, shot by discount done. Let's go with variable Facebook. Saxlingham is awaiting testing for giants, and I don't know when or if it will be passed. I'm not in the mood for any nonsense. Please stop asking when it will be available because I haven't got a clue, or I may choose to remove it from testing. Need space to breathe. I honestly don't think. I think there are lots of modders who are driven away from modding for farm sim, not because of giants, but because people are incessant and they don't let the modders they don't let the modders breathe, and they constantly badger them. And I know of more than one modder who's stopped doing mods for that reason. And it's infuriating. Do I have giant ignition on my setup? Yes, it's right here. That's what the key there is. Yeah, it's an odd thing for people to do. Stop modding for everybody because it yeah. I honestly think a lot of Bullet Bill's lack of appetite for making stuff for release anymore is exactly that badgering. It's exactly people trying to get him to release stuff. Hey John Granger, welcome along. We'll let the modders do what they enjoy doing and be patient. After all, they're doing it as a hobby and not being paid to do it. Yeah. An idea. I just need to get it to work properly. Right, so this is this field all harvested up. We've got 100,000 litres off here. That's not bad at all. That's all. Always said, if you are impatient about a mod then release, then learn to mod and make it yourself. Absolutely. And we all get impatient for releasing stuff. I understand that, but it's being respectful. That's the thing. It's a need to be respectful. Right, let's send this over to here as well. Only 34,000 litres in this. Have I met Daggerwin in real life? No. I've just missed him. He was at, I think the first year we were at Alma, he was there. He turned up to the farm sim booth, and I missed him. I didn't get to talk. I didn't get to talk to him, but I don't think anybody really did. All my interactions with Daggerwin have been really nice. He's been an absolute gentleman and really lovely every time I've communicated with him. Which map do you like the most, Alma or Highlands Fishing? Just because I love my British maps, I think it's probably going to be Highlands Fishing. Alma is a fantastic map, but it's not my usual style of play. This is very much a palate cleanser at the moment. The Car Kid 200, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. I think the people who are impatient for mods need to get life and respect the modders. modders all and mappers. If they don't, they won't have any mods or maps to play with on the map. Oh yeah, completely. The Tactical Matt, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. Imagine being stuck with the 3 base game maps. In FS15, that was a reality for console players, and it was only 2 base game maps. Yeah, I feel for any modder who gets badgered like that. Right, I'll be right back. I need to check my children have gone to sleep, gone to bed. I could not imagine a farm sim game without mods. One of the big reasons that so many other games in this genre fail is because they lack the mod support. Because farm sim players are so spoiled with the number of mods they get to play around with. Yeah, I agree, Roy. We have I mean, there is a I mean, we have more mods now for farm sim than we've ever had for any previous game. So the rate of mods that are coming out is still very high, but we have lost some amazing modders over the years. Some amazing modders. Right, I think I want to try something different. So we have plenty of straw. Let's make straw pellets directly on the field. So I'm going to need to detach this. Buzzing for Drummer. Drummer is looking so nice, Widowmaker. Roy sent me over some pictures of the new textures and things, and looking amazing. Giants are running at half. Yeah, Giants are running at half capacity at the moment. That's why no mods. Now would be a great time for me to start cataloging mods on the mod hub. Now the trouble with this, yeah, this is my trouble with this pack. Two miles an hour is not a working speed. And this is not a power issue. I will show you why it's not a power issue. This was true in the previous. Hey, Dan, lad. Yeah, I go live 3 times a week. Although this week I'll only be live twice. Should point out, my weekend stream, so no stream Friday this week, no stream Sunday this week. However, I will be live on Saturday this week. Right, now this has 600 horsepower. Okay, it doesn't have a PTO, so this is not going to be overly realistic. But I think this is still going to travel along at like 2 miles an hour. Hey, Killer Gang 91, welcome along. I don't think even this piece of kit has enough power. No, that's only 320 horsepower required on this Primos. I think. But we're about to find out. Okay, I take it back. We're going to be using this to do this job. Yes, I know I've got no PTO on it. Yeah, this is the Big Roy, which you could hire an AI worker to do straw. You kind of can if you use Courseplay on PC. But I didn't use Courseplay to do this field in the first place, so it unfortunately will not work. Or follow me, yes. Follow me is the other way to do it. So I could actually have had this going behind with follow me while we were doing the harvesting combine. There's goes, you beat me. Primo says I have an 8-wheel drive track. Nice. Almost full. Farmer Shadow S796, welcome along. Hey Farmer Doc, welcome along. open up with mouse dead. There we go. Won't tolerate that on. Oh, no. We need to restart it. Oh, modded game pets. No, that won't be tolerated. I'm actually toying with the idea of having some sort of release calendar that modders can update the status of their mods, so that if people come and ask, then they can just say, yeah, go and check out my release calendar. Maybe something like that. I also, one of the other things I want to do is make it a better search than on the official mod hub, because the search on the official mod hub is horrible. So I want to make it so that it's so much easier for you to filter what you're looking for. Like your setup, it's so cool. Thank you. Now to be out when it's out, and that's my thought, Coveney Roy, is that by a release schedule, I mean that if you've submitted something to the mod hub, it will say the date it's submitted to the mod hub, and it will be out once it's tested. It'll be out once it's, you know, gone through testing. Exclamation mark Horry in the chat, Dan, if you'd like to check out my setup. Evening, Lee. Welcome along. Wow, we're almost full again. Yeah, and all fairness, Giants are going to be updating the rules for testing soon, so mods could fail for things they're not currently failing for. That's interesting. Do you mean put a search for certain tool with a certain width? And so yeah, well, the thing is, Farmer Doc, I am open to things for people to search on. So initially it'll be a low stuff, but the idea that you could put in a working width and search on that, I love that idea. Oh, that's such an awesome idea. So horsepower, searching on horsepower requirement, searching on working width. Yeah, that would be brilliant. It's how to extract that from things like the mod hub that doesn't currently list that as stuff. And then you're going to have some mods that have multiple working widths. So this is why I need help, because if a mod like that comes through, or if we have extra details about a mod like that, then what will need to happen is that people will need to go in and add that extra detail. So, with good reason, Steam fan. As I said, that doesn't get mods released any quicker. That just makes modders not want to create mods for Farm Sim anymore. Great thing about this is going to be instant harvest income, which is awesome. If you're building such tool, I could volunteer on feeding data. Awesome. As I said, I am going to be looking for volunteers and partners to help with the site, because I am good enough to know that it is not something that I can do myself. And I will be looking into ways in which I can be thankful and compensate people for the time, maybe, depending on how well the site does. So. Almost full again. Can we actually get a full trailer of this? I know the Rich Code Web is a very good coder. I watched him do coding and stream in the past. Yeah, I haven't. Do you know what? I haven't really spoken to Rich much since I started work. So at the moment, I'm developing this separately. But yeah, Rich is a great coder. But at the moment, I'm not working with him on this. It's possible to have a bottle run through. Possibly. I'm not looking to download the XML on the mods though. I'm looking, so all the information that I'm looking to get it from. I'm gonna leave this open because it's not going high enough. I'm looking to pull from things. Hey Culchy, just wondering the latest Highland map video, is it the new lime spreader or the same? It's a new lime spreader, Culchy, because I got very excited about it. Yeah, so a lot of the information I can get by scraping the mod hub. I don't want to pull pictures, so somebody's going to have to go in and for every single mod on the mod hub, load the mod into the game and pull at least one screenshot for it. The other thing is, yeah, if we're going to add information for for width and things like that in, then yeah, that will also have to be done manually. That has been sorely needed, Culchy. Yeah, I see FSB map failing first round of testing. Nothing passes first round. Will be dropping next month. Mine too. I fully expect Saxlingham to drop middle of next month, probably. As I said, I think my plan at the moment is going to be to get the Forestry Friday videos running again. And that's where I will be doing the Mercedes. I think I might try and do a supercut of the Forestry Friday stuff so far this weekend, and then see if we can get Forestry Friday series going again from next week, and slowly start ramping things back up. Oh. This is such an amazing tractor. I love this. This is just nuts, this tractor. From time to time, I look at certain tools in the mod hub, but neither the in-game search nor the online mod hub can save me from having to look closely at every single mod. Yeah, I'd like it so that it's easier to identify mods you're really after. So if you are after, for example, a 3-meter cultivator, you can easily filter for a 3-meter cultivator. And if you want a 3-meter Lemkin cultivator, bam, bam, bam. Looking at your viewer numbers for Oakbridge, and it's odd that they're as low, and yet the map tours were higher. Oh yeah, it's all very weird with what's been going on, which is why I'm not doing videos at the moment, because it doesn't feel like videos are working as I would hope at the moment. I might have Farmer Doc. I will check. There will be some, basically I'll open up the Discord and be for people who want to apply for stuff, they'll be able to apply on the Discord. Up again. They're not going away forever, Farmer Doc. I have been hugely discouraged from doing them at the moment. I just not enjoying it, and that's the trouble. And if I'm not enjoying it, then other people aren't either. Other people aren't going to either. Can't wait for Mercedes. I don't know what map to put it on. Do you know what? As I said, part of the reason why I want to revive my Forestry Friday stuff is for Mercedes. I think Mercedes are going to be cracking forestry equipment. Really, really good forestry equipment. Bought a new car yesterday. Unfortunately, it was due to the old one's engine giving up on day one. Oh no, Kelchi. Cheers, Aso. I'm actually quite pleased that we're not having to refill either the molasses or the water at the moment. We do have more molasses sitting down at the shop. During the Overbridge series, it was good. Oh, thank you, Tom. It's I don't know why that series didn't do better than it did, and that's what worries me. I worry that if I go and put all this effort into this roleplay series, that nobody will watch, or it won't get. It won't get promoted, so I'll get there. At some point, I'll get over my fear. I'm enjoying doing some website building at the moment, and once I've got that done, we'll go from there. And if I don't get this series out on Saxlingham, then I will get it out on something else. Yeah, gameplay series do not do well anymore, Farmer Doc. They don't. They are just. They're just dead as a series. It's ridiculous. Oh, so if you watch your realism experiment on FS17 while still playing your CPF, nice. Yeah, so the realism experiment that I'll be doing on Saxlingham, that will be very close to the original rules. So things like won't be able to sell land. I think I'm going to prevent myself from. So if I sell, the idea being that I can expand the farm by buying land, but I can only sell the farm as one big thing. Yeah, absolutely, Culture. My opinion, series of maps that were conversions break to aren't as interesting as those new maps. If it was the new maps ones that were, if there was a difference between how they were all doing, I'd agree with you, but it's across the board. Analytical Farmer. That's the trouble. Battery H! Finally had it. We're almost in September. It's only 2 weeks away. Almost. And this year has suddenly started going fast. It really has. It is going to be winter before I know it. And I've got so much still to do this year. It's ridiculous. And we're getting into the final third. And then we'll be in the final quarter. And it'll be Christmas. Good idea. Saxium looks by houses, so it's a good map to start from scratch. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Realism experiment, we're probably going to start with a £500,000 loan. It's also, my other problem at the moment is I just don't have time to make videos. The kind of time I need to put into making videos, I just don't have at the moment. Which is annoying. Whoa. You know? That word is banned and it's way too early to say it. What, winter? I didn't say the other word. Oh, did I say the other word? You know, it's getting close when shops start selling stuff in September. Do you know what? When I used to work, when I properly used to work for a marketing company in London, our stuff for that time of year would start now. We would already be in a month into planning campaigns and stuff for that. Lots of things thrown at me on those days in good humor. Starting in January. Oh, jeez. I bet you're really, really popular at work, Culture. Already seen items in shops for, oh yeah, Halloween stuff started a month ago, I think. I refuse to talk about the other thing until Halloween is done. Yeah, we're getting low on water. Got 56 litres left. This is quicker than baling it and then making pellets. Almost full. Dragon raiding with a party of 47. Welcome, 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 raiders. Guys, go and check out my good friend, Mr. Gamer Dragon TV. He is awesome. He's been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die. Although today, I think you were playing on Alma, doing some farm sim. So yeah, guys, go check out Gamer Dragon. He is awesome. Those of you coming over for GG's stream, welcome along. If you don't know who I am, I'm Virtual Farmer. I like to play realistically, although I'm not overly doing it tonight. And Nimrod, thank you for resubscribing for your 68th month. You are awesome. We are also on Alma. Oh, I'm not on the... And away we go. We are doing some straw harvest stuff, though. Hey, Red Dragon, welcome along. Kids go back to school in 2 weeks' time. Were you enjoying your farm sim tonight, GD? Because I know farm sim has been not top of your thing for a while. Yeah, straw harvest, the bits of straw harvest I'm using seem to be working fine, which is good. But I know not all of it's been has been working that well. No. A little closer. There we go. How full are we? 64%. Yeah, trying to just have fun with no pressure. I think that's a good way to approach farm sim at the moment. I am very much just enjoying playing. Again, that's another reason why my video numbers have dropped dramatically recently, because I want to enjoy playing. Right, and let's start that back up. Forward, and hopefully not catch the truck. Yeah, we're good. Would I do a series on Lady Hill? So it's interesting. Lady Hill is a map that I haven't looked at yet, and I probably should. I've heard, and this is why I need to go and look at it, because I've heard mixed reviews on it and mixed things on it. Okay, GD. But it's a map I haven't looked at, in all honesty. It's a map that came out after I was doing, after I had to stop doing all of my map first looks. I hope you're well, busy with work on the dairy farm, even though I don't get much in terms of pairs. It's quite old. I love it. It's just hit 600. Oh, nice. Fantastic, Farmer King George. Just need small equipment at school. Yeah, it's... I don't want to say too much because I feel like I'm making presumptions, because everything I know about the map I've heard from other people. Yeah, and that's the thing that concerns me, Farmer Kev. That's the thing I've heard, is that A, it's very tight yards, and B, the yards are not configurable. And I need to check something before I say anything more. Yeah. the creator of that map has left some comments on some of my videos, which concerns me about the approach to the map. It's some very old arguments for stuff which I kind of don't agree with. I need more. Yeah, wow. Oh, that's because we're using a piece of equipment that is leased. Thankfully, we're not using any hired workers at the moment, which is good. And do you know what? These are publicly made comments. I can show these. So this was the comment that was left. And this is where I think it, so the original comment was about love you to tell me what farmers own loads of production businesses, which to me kind of misses the point of it being a playable feature in game. And my thing is very much I like to have character in a map from with the productions being built in. You know, it's extra sell points, you can buy them if you want, and yeah. And it's this whole argument about not building them in, and as I've said before, for me the whole thing is it adds more character to the map to have them built in. And it's not like I've turned around and said, oh, you know, this is a deal breaker for me. It's not like I've ever said this is a deal breaker for me on any map for them not to be built in. It's always been a case of I would really like to have seen it. And I maintain that any map that is any map that is going to, any map that I'm ever going to turn around and say, this is the perfect map for Farming Simulator 25 is going to have built-in productions, is going to have customizable farm. And the argument that real life farms don't have businesses, A, is wrong. You go to most of the farm, especially most of the big estates around me, all of them have businesses attached to their farms. So to me, that doesn't hold a huge amount of, you know what? It doesn't hold a huge amount of water. I need to go and refill the water. But also, it's a gameplay feature. Yeah, it was. And the other thing, there's another comment in there about how much work it is to make farms customizable. And fine, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But plenty of maps have customizable farms in them. And build them with the idea of making customizable farms. So yes, it's work, but it's a question of do you want to apply the features of the game or not? And it's like, so I said this on Drumheart, and Roy came back and said, this is what the original map creator requested. This is how they would like me to do the map. That is a perfectly reasonable explanation. Absolutely perfectly reasonable explanation. He made 10 farm shop and has rebuilt their farm while he made the map. I did say, and don't get me wrong, FS Landscaping's done some amazing work. Start filling, yeah, please start filling. Oh, I've got no money. Fine, we're gonna have to use up the rest of this water and then sell stuff. I hate that you can't get free water when you have no money. I've always said I am going to be honest when I do a map review. I am going to point out the things that I like. I'm going to highlight the things where I think something can be improved. And, you know, including more in-game features is always something I'm going to highlight as something that can be improved. Why wouldn't you? And if there is a reason, that's fine. This is a I think it's true of any free water you use, Farmer Kev. I think in order to fill equipment from something like that, you have to have money. So the fact that we're minus 305, that is why I can't fill up at the moment. It's okay, we've still got some straw pellets in here, and we will empty those into here, and then we'll be able to go and tip this. There we go, out of water. Okay, we're 63,000 liters of straw pellets. We can go and sell these and make some money. I don't think we need the small trailer. So we might drop that off at the farm as well. The long and the short of it, I need to go and look at that map before I go and play it. I mean, it looks like a decent description for a map and everything, and it's got some nice stuff. We will make over 10k, yeah, over 100k, yeah, exactly, and we can definitely fill up with the water then. But the Fox member for 32 months. Thank you for renewing your membership. You are awesome. And a tractor driver too. Yes. Yeah, he did. That's the one I'm talking about. Right, let's just drop this trailer aside this here. And we can go tip the rest of this. Over here. So, and make a huge amount of money, 65,000 litres of raw pellets. Can't wait to see Tom's map return. So again, one of the arguments that I've seen, and one of the arguments that has he made, as well as many other people have made, is that farmers don't come in and knock down the farm and rebuild the farm, you know, and rebuild everything. And I wrongly disagree with that position. And the two biggest examples I've got absolutely make me strongly disagree with that position. Because when my dad bought his farm in 1975, the first thing he did was knock down the existing cow shed and build a barn. The first thing he did. You know, because he wasn't having a dairy farm. He had no need for a cow shed and needed somewhere to store all his equipment. So yeah, made absolute sense to do that. And then when my dad's and then the farm changed, so that wasn't the only change he made to the farm. You know, there was a whole load of he added and removed a big storage tank. He added small barns. He rebuilt some of the barns to be new stables and things. He added a new giant grain silo. You know, there are all these things my dad did to the farm over the 30 years that he owned it. And then when my dad sold the farm in the early 2000s, the new owners, the first thing they did was knock down most of that. They knocked down most of the newer stuff my dad built. I think they left the brick buildings, the older brick buildings, the grain store and things, but they knocked down most of the rest of the farm buildings, and then they built a new farmyard away from the main house. And you can see the difference on the mat. And yeah, so the idea that a farmer doesn't buy a farm and then immediately change the layout of the farm, that's not true. And the second idea that a farm doesn't change over time, you know, a farmer doesn't alter his farm to work it how he wants, that's also not true. So yeah, part of the reason why I like customizable farmyards is because customizable farmyards are not just a feature of the game. Customizable farmyards are also realistic. Does every single building on a map need to be customizable? No. Do I look for the main farm to be customizable as much as possible? Yeah. Does every building in the main farm have to be customizable? Not necessarily. But give me some ability to reshape my farm. If there's a building smack bang in the middle that means that, you know, it restricts the farmyard, let me be able to remove that building. That's why I look for customizable farmyards, because customizable farmyards are so realistic. Massively realistic. That's my 2 cents. Tom entered into one of his cow sheds and built a new one. Yeah, exactly. You know, his old sheds did not meet what it needs to. So he built a new one. Also, going back to the thing where on production chains, farms don't have to own multiple production chains, but why wouldn't you put the options in there for somebody to go, oh, I want to do a bakery and have a bakery built into it, as opposed to making them place a bakery. If a bakery is built into a map as a production, it starts off as a sell point. You know, you could put half a dozen productions in there. Your map starts off with half a dozen extra sell points. So again, your players have more choice on your map. And look at Clarkson's farm. You know, Jeremy's been changing stuff on that, building stuff, adding his own productions in farm shop and beer production, and you know, yeah. I think every single estate round here, owns at least a sawmill, if not a sawmill, and a pub. And we're talking about two features, Mr. Potato, that I find most farm sim maps lacking. And it's getting better, especially on the reconfigurable farmyards. Well, we really need this on the farm, but man, it didn't come that way. Guess we'll have to live with it. Exactly. It's invariably, if I do a map review, the two things I get picked up or pulled up on are, yeah, I've not forgotten the molasses. We're going to have to go down to the shop and get it, Farmer Kev. Which is a whole job, so... Yeah, I should have mentioned Tom Pemberton's farm. Yeah. Saxlingham, yeah, so my Saxlingham review, I had a load of comments. I have comments on whenever I talk about a map and I point out that a map is missing either productions or the ability to configure the farmyard, I get the same comments all the time. The big one I get is, oh, why do I want productions on a map? I just want to farm. I'm not interested. Great, don't buy them. Use them as sell points. Nobody's forcing you to use them. Why wouldn't a creator add more options for the players on their map? That's always my response is, yeah, you might not want to play it, but other people will. And if you're creating a map, why would you want to limit how people play your map? Surely you want to get as many features in there as possible. No one sits, so no one else should have it. Yeah. And again, I understand if there are reasons why you don't want to put it in, because it's too difficult to put it in, or there are restrictions, fine, but you are then limiting how the longevity of a map. Also, it's just a game, yeah, and I think sometimes we all need to remember that as well. Very true, agree with you on this. Yeah, but production should always exist, but make sure they can act as normal sell points for those who don't want to use them. Yes, I agree. Actually, one of my bugbears on maps at the moment, and unfortunately Saxlingham is guilty of this as well, one of my big bugbears on maps at the moment is BGAs that aren't purchasable separate from the land they're on. Because if they are purchasable as productions separate from the land they're on, they are available as a sell point. If you have to buy the land to buy the BGA, they don't start off as a sell point. And that's infuriating to me. If I'm selling bales, I want to be able to sell them to the BGA without having to buy the BGA. I haven't had a look at Run Plateau. I need to. I've been saying for a while. I need to get back to doing map reviews. I think, or map tours. We might have enough molasses to finish this field off. You can sell bales to the animal dealer, yes, but why not have options? You know, one of the things that infuriated so many people about FS25 at launch was lack of options in the equipment. I'd like options in my sell points. I'd like to be able to choose between as many sell points as possible to sell at. Give me more than one. Still play FS22 and change one of the farmyards on vintage oaks and grain mill that gives me flour. I love building my own farm the way I like to build it. Yeah, I mean, vintage oaks, again, cracking map. VF would Stories work as a stream series. It wouldn't, unfortunately. There's too much editing involved. I mean, the realism experiment is probably as close as you get to a story series. Because it's, you know, every stream is a single day. It's a progress, and yeah. I'm gonna have to go and refill my drink. What's my favorite feature in Highlands fishing? Ooh, I think I'm actually really liking the fishing stuff. Like my tractor, yeah. This is the Big Roy. This is very cool. It actually doesn't have a PTO, so what we're doing at the moment isn't overly realistic. Also, you cannot see out the back of this thing. Agile. Right, there we go. I think we might get this field finished today. We can then get one of our other tractors getting it mulched. We want to mulch this fairly quickly. Then we also need to give our grass a cut. What with July, August, September, October, November. Okay. I think we want to leave it one more month on the grass. Cut the grass next month. Start it up again. Just wondering if streams are just the best thing to do at the moment, BF, due to the interaction I get. Pretty much. There's a reason why I'm doing just as many streams as I was doing before. while doing fewer videos. Do you have more view than you did? Do I have more viewers or? I mean, we've got 74 people watching on Twitch at the moment, which is fantastic. And we've got 31 people watching on YouTube. So the numbers, the stream numbers are actually up. We've got 18 people watching on the vertical. So the numbers on the streams are good at the moment. Are there going to be any more updates? No, I think that the latest updates are the last ones as far as I know. Do I have a Discord? I do, Mr. Potato! Exclamation mark Discord, or check down in the description below. There's a link down there for it as well. I've got 10 litres of molasses now. I might have to use super strength to load up the molasses we got. Are they coming out with any more DLC? Yes, so DLC comes out beginning of September. We've got the Mercedes-Benz truck pack DLC. And then in November, we've got the Highlands Fishing expansion. Both of which are looking very cool. Both of which I'm very much looking forward to. Happy VF is a relaxed VF, which means VF enjoys playing. Yes, absolutely. It does mean that I'm taking a little bit of a hit income-wise, but... How much horsepower does it have? 600 horsepower, this tractor. It is a proper beast, this. But as I said, no PTO. You can probably see just down there. Yeah, no PTO. So not overly realistic, this thing is... Oh, wow. You're not meant to do that. Oh, we're out of molasses. Right, we're out of molasses. Let's empty this out while we go and grab some of that then. Patch 111 dropping soon, and patch, I think patch 111 will drop. What, we're 3 weeks away from release, so 2 weeks. You have a what do you mean by that, Pro Farmer? Seen my house? Right, let's go get this. It looks like this needs repairs as well. There was a weird red thing hanging in front of the quad's winch in the new trailer. Violence fishing didn't look like our normal winch, just decoration. Vehicle towing, and this we're gonna put in the flatbed. We need some molasses. Thankfully, we have some up at the shop. Hey, full draw, welcome along. Yeah, all is okay. There's some other news I've not been talking about tonight. I will say more probably on Saturday. It's not great, but yeah, I'll talk about it later. I probably should not put it up. Right, we need to repair this. That needs repairing as well. Yeah. Giants are working on the patch and Delta. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot going on with Giants at the moment. Why have I got? There we go. Don't know how much molasses is left in this. Oh, actually, I could hire a forklift. Now, does the back of this open? It does. Right. What have we got down here? We've got fertilizer and molasses. Oh, it looks like we've got about half the molasses left. So let's hire a forklift. I don't want to bring the stream down. I'm hoping this is going to very easily. Because we're not going to be able to get either of these off the back with the no. Don't think this is gonna fit. Okay, we'll have to come back and get this some other way. Profile, mate, you're freaking me out slightly here. I'll be honest. We need to get the molasses back. We've got 400 litres, we used hardly any of it. Yeah, same truck. Nice. Oh, what on In farm sim, yeah, because this is a lizard, isn't it? I think. Isn't it? Oh, it looks like a Ford, but I think this is a lizard. Oh boy. Yeah, controlling it. And a little bit fast on the field. Update: the big Alabama is split into 2+. That truck is a Corvette. Let's see if this will refill. No, that's the International. Oh, no, there we go. No, it's right at the back. No. How much over it gets from this? From a 90% full trailer last time, we got about 40,000, so I think we've probably got enough on here to get most of the trailer again. The PT version of that truck's Giants, nice. Is it a specific brand than the PC version? Thank you, George. Thank you for subscribing. It has not appeared on my screen yet, I don't think. Not appeared in my list. Oh, mind you, my list is only... No, I have got... That's weird. Let's refresh that. Yeah, it's not appeared in my list yet. Okay. How are you looking at my house at Pro Farmer? I don't know how you'd know where I live. That's what scares me. And please don't do that, because that will just freak people out. I'm glad you clarified that. Hey, Grey Dog. Not really. I tend to go till about 11 o'clock these days. I try and do 3-hour streams at the moment. So I tend to go 8 till so I tend to go 8 till 11 these days. 3 times a week. More hyped Highlands DLC near it gets. It is looking amazing, Grey Dog. I am so hyped for it. I was so pleased at FarmCon, and now the Gamescom trailer has come out, and it's just amazing. So yeah, I am very hyped for it. I think it's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That's empty. Turn this off and jump into here. Start this back up, and away we go. How much field do we have left? And we're okay. We're a good chunk of the way through this field now. Have they got the loco sound? I love the train on that map. It just looks, the train looks amazing. The map in general looks amazing. I'm fairly excited for that map. I think fairly excited for the whole expansion. There's some nice stuff in it. That classic New Holland is looking nice as well. We should have enough water and enough molasses to finish this field. If not, we've got plenty more molasses and plenty more water, so it's all good. How much ultimately is are the oats worth off this field? 135,000 we're looking at selling in January. Will the player be able to make the fish food, or will it be purchasable in the shop? That's a good question. I'm guessing purchasable in the shop, but it would be really cool if there was a production for making fish food. That would be very cool. I mean, fish farming is very much like all the other animals. So actually, I hadn't really thought about this, but fish farming is is basically on the animal side of farm sim, not the agricultural side of farm sim, or the arable side of farm sim. I mean, it's not obviously not arable, you know what I mean. I want to make fish and chips. I absolutely want to be able to make fish and chips. Auger's not out. Yeah, caviar I'd like to be able to produce as well. Really should just leave that out. Deep sea fishing, I think you'd have to send boats out. I don't know how you'd do that on a farm sim map. If you want to do proper deep sea fishing, there's probably games out there. Problem with fish food, most food is made with crushed up fish offcuts. Yeah. Vegetarian fish food, or high quality fish food, or something like that, it'd end up being, wouldn't it? Okay, last question about agriculture. All right, from agriculture. Hey everyone, I've been tinkering with my Silverado 6500, so fix a tailgate color bug, added 36 brand stickers, and added the optional rotating beacon. I took the opportunity to send you PC version with the brand and real name, and they'll be available to you soon. Nice. Yeah, exactly, Thefisherj. There must be fish food mixers that you can do from arable crops. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully people will be able to make a mod that will work with it. And then, of course, we should get in December probably the announcement of the Year 2 Season Pass. And then we can all guess what's going to be in the Year 2 Season Pass. But I will say, the thing that's impressed me about FS25 is the content in the content in the DLC is really cool. Everything that's been in the DLCs in FS25 has been really cool stuff, and I've loved that. I've loved all the DLCs. They last fish and chips and a can of Coke, please. Oh, Scottish fishing town. It's got to have a fish and chip shop, surely. Give you a reason to make potatoes. Because the rules on slaughtering fish are a lot more in games are a lot more lax than the rules on slaughtering animals, slaughtering cows and pigs. you would probably get away with serving fish in a Peggy 3, delivering fish in a Peggy 3 game compared to delivering animals to the abattoir and getting meat out. Beans and seaweed are used alternative to fish meal and fish oil. Well, hunt for his fish and chip shop. Now I'm hungry for fish and chips. Oh, good fish and chips. Always worth it. I think I just saw a little person outside of my door. I am going to have to check. What I will do, though, is get this emptying. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, people. Up to 76% in this. That's good. Cheers, TV. I should have gone and refilled my drink. How much more of this field we got? Okay, 4 full length. Drink more tea. No, I'm not drinking more of that cold tea sitting on my desk. That was horrible. Have I seen Reacher? I have seen Reacher on Amazon Prime. We watched the first 6 episodes, I think. And yeah, cracking series. Really loving that, Farmer Kev. What month is it? It is July in game. Jacob Pascal 36. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. Yeah, nearly full again. Wow. We're getting full about once a row at the moment. It's quite dense, this room. Yeah, so we got 3 full rows, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, not a lot left to do on here. And I might experiment with upgrading this map over the next couple of days. 4 more hours of work left. There was at one point rain forecast on this tonight. It's not appearing now. So yeah, I think one more, looks like one more run and that is going to fill the trailer up. We are spending a fair amount using this piece of kit though. We're down to 26,000 now, but we make way more than it costs us to use it. I think patch 1.11 will drop. I think it'll be 1st September. So I reckon, yeah, I reckon probably 1st, 2nd of September. These days, Giants tend to like to drop the patch before content creators get hold of the DLC. And I think gold partners tend to get it on the Tuesday, so I'd expect the patch to drop probably on the Tuesday at the same time as the gold partners get a hold of the DLC. I'm intrigued what content people would like to see from me on the DLC. Am I married? I am married, yes. Look at that, we're going to be full again before the end of this row. Wow. Thank you. I've been married 10 years now. Nearly 11. Everything, yeah, that's why I'm your first looks at DLCs. I might see if I, with a couple of days lead, I might be able to get some videos together on it. Go through the DLC a bit, maybe give a review of it. Although I don't think we're allowed to review.
Steam fan V2123 asked me, is Dr. VF a better cook than yourself? Are you having a laugh? That blithering idiot couldn't boil an egg without setting the kitchen on fire. My cooking is Michelin, star worthy. Theirs is fit for the bin. Get a grip.
You got Gordon to insult my wife. Oh my god. Oh no. Is this gonna fill? This is gonna fill this trailer this time? $98, $99, and 70,000. It might be 70,000. This trailer takes. Yeah, there we go. 70,000 liters of straw pellets. By the water making eggs. Over 100. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that much. We only made 39,000 from. Well, we only made 40 odd thousand from 90%. So I don't think we're going to make much than 45,000 off this. Let's see what it makes. That's about 10,000. 15,000, yeah. Yeah, we might be up to sort of 70, 80,000. I think we're gonna be over 100. No, she doesn't watch my streams anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, just shy of 70,000. This is not bad, actually. This is a really big income from basically a side product. I think I want to update the map, because if the map is going to give me straw from soybeans, we're going to be wanting to do this with the soybeans as well. And alfalfa. Yeah, we could turn one of our grass fields into alfalfa. We got more grass than we need at the moment. I'm hoping this year's harvest is going to allow me to buy that field behind us. But we need a lot of money for that. How much do we need for that? $490,000. We're gonna make. We should be at 90,000 off this field, plus 135,000. So we're gonna be nearly halfway there just off this field alone. We might do it. No, my wife will not see Gordon's comments. I do not wish to end up in the doghouse. Hey everyone, welcome along. I'm doing good, thank you. There we are. Yeah, I don't think there's another full trailer up here, but there might be enough to get another 20,000-30,000 off this field. Go yeah. This has been very profitable. I am very, very pleased I did this. And I'm pleased I didn't bail it first and then do this, because that actually ended up really annoying. I mean, it worked when we were doing the grass fields. You can't create alfalfa pellets, can you? I don't think we could do alfalfa pellets. This. Unless the alfalfa turns to hay. Out of the DLCs that you've seen, which are you looking forward to the most playing, Mercedes or Highland? Highland. Mercedes is awesome. No, 17 bits of kit for a tenner, which is fantastic. But Highlands fishing, just that map looks gorgeous, and it's a British map for Farm Sim, an official British map for Farm Sim, which is honestly something I pretty much thought I'd never see. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. We have about 10 minutes left. Oh, we should get this done. I think we can get this done in 10 minutes. Plus all the fact sheets for it. Yeah, we've got, so we should have, I didn't do the fact sheets this week because fact sheets videos never do very well either. Partly because the world and his wife put out fact sheet videos. But I kind of liked looking at the fact sheets on last Friday's video, so we might do that again this Saturday. Just go over whatever fact sheets are released this week. Almost full again. Wow, we've gone through the water quite quickly as well, actually, on here. So I want to get this field turned around quite quickly, I think. We're up to 20%. I think we made about 44,000. So at the moment, this is worth. Oh, yeah, this is worth 25%, about 10,000. Yeah, the 70 was worth the price. We actually started this farm going with fairly big equipment. I changed, so I started with the starter farm, and then we changed a lot of it around to use stuff from the Plains and Prairies DLC, which is where that truck is from as well. I'm expecting to maybe unload this twice more. And I don't think the last load is going to be a full load either. How much? How many oats did I get off this? I got 117,000 liters. Yeah, which if we sell in January, that is going to be really nice. Yes, the versatile comes from that. Yes. So this tractor win moment. This comes from the DLC. As do the Ford and the other versatile tractors we've got. I think ultimately I'd like to get one of the big versatiles on here, so one of those. That's quite a lot of money because we got that and we've got that. Does this come with a PTO? I think this does have PTO. Yeah, this does have PTO. So this would be very useful. We got this because it was inexpensive. We actually got it second hand. There's 32 hours on this tractor. How much HP is the big one? I think at the top end, this, so we've got 600 on this. Yeah, 665 horsepower at the top end version of this. Only one row left after this. They're branded Fords, but the licensing for the Ford brand comes through Versatile, which is why we can't have Ford for all platforms, because the other Fords people are trying to put through are not the Versatile Fords. So yeah, you are right. It only comes with Track CVs, yeah. We got final row coming up. There we almost there. There we go. Right. Oh no, final two rows. There's a little bit left at the bottom of the field. If we're lucky, this will be a full pellet creator. What is this even called? Pellet producer. Brands need to tell modders what licenses they have. The thing is, in general, if you see the license in the game, then it's, you know, it's available. Ford seems to be the exception rather than the rule. So it's you know, yes, we all got excited that Ford has is in the game with the DLC. Should have known, given its the complexity of said brand, that it probably wasn't going to be available all platforms. What? Not in this house. Okay, I think I will drive over to the trailer. Okay, 34%, not too bad. I had to go fishing. You're that desperate for fish at this time of night, sea beast? Oh, with 40%, that's 20,000. No, that's not 20,000. That's 16,000. Gonna part this up by the other versatile. Yeah, oh yeah, they are completely yeah, but that one is an obvious one, Farmer Kev. That one is an obvious one. It's like Volvo. Volvo doesn't include the cars. Yeah, I never thought Ford was going to include Ford trucks at all. I thought it might include Ford tractors, which is unfortunate that it doesn't. Right, so I'm expecting to maybe hit 80,000 with this load, which would be great. Exactly where I'd like to finish tonight. Then 135,000 on top of that will take us to 200,000, and we're nearly halfway there. The Ford tractor license is an odd one, which is why it's disappointing that it can't be. Only 86,000. Wow, that was, oh no, 86,000. Yeah, that's where we want it to be. Right, so that is where we're going to finish tonight. We have managed to harvest or finish the harvest of the oats on 8, and we've got all of the we've got everything up off it. Do we have a weed? Not a weed, a mulcher. Yeah, we do have a mulcher. So we'll mulch that field next time. We'll get one of the big tractors doing that. And then we can cultivate it ready for reseeding. What do we want to put on there next year? We're looking at planting. We could put some canola in. Yeah, we'll see. Actually, we'll see. We'll see if we can upgrade the map, and then we'll go from there. But at the moment, looking very nice. Yeah, I will look at the update. We'll see if we can get it to work with the minimal problems. and see if we can get updated, because it would be good to have the straw off the soybeans as well. We'd easily make the money that we need if we could get a field of straw off the soybeans as well. And we might try and do it in such a way that we get follow me running or something like that, and use the front trailer for soybeans and the rear trailer for the other bits or something like that. We'll see what we can do, but that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. So I need to save my game first and quit out. I need to find someone to go raid. Let's see who's available. Who is available tonight? Okay, anybody I'm following? Ooh, okay. Jab's live. Jababoo has just gone live. We are going to go and raid my very good friend, Mr. Jabba. It's not. We're going to go and raid Jab. I keep calling him. I've always called him Jababoo. It's not Jababoo. I think is actually how you say it. We're going to go raid Jab because Jab's just started. He is awesome. Great friend. I have had the honor of meeting him in person. Yeah, he's great. I will get to those. I'll get to those tomorrow, Paul, because it's a little bit late here now. Right. We got some thank yous to say before we head over to Jab. A huge thank you to Farmer Fox 303 for renewing your membership. You are awesome. Thank you to Nimrod 1001 for resubscribing. You are awesome. Thank you to Gamer Dragon for your raid. You are awesome. Thank you to Battery H for resubscribing. You are awesome. Thank you to Farmer Karen 13 as well for resubscribing. You are awesome. Thank you to Captain Biggles for renewing your membership. You are awesome. And I think that is everybody for today. So just a quick reminder, I will be back on Saturday evening from about 8, half 8. I can't stream on Friday this week and I can't stream on Sunday, so I will be streaming Saturday evening this week. We'll be back on Farm Sim, so come and join me for that. If I can knock some videos out, I will. Apologies for the not huge amount of video content at the moment, but I'm just trying to. I'm having a little bit of break. This feels like a healthy break away from things. So yeah, we will. It's just, it is what it is at the moment. I might try and get a supercut up over the weekend of the Forestry Friday series so far, though, and then see if we can get the Forestry Friday series going, and maybe at least get a video of that out each week, especially with the Mercedes DLC coming. I think that will be a perfect fit for that. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it for now, which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. If you're over on YouTube, please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Massive thank you to all of my Twitch subscribers, my YouTube channel members, and my patrons. You guys are amazing. Your support not only helps the channel to keep going, but it also helps it to grow as well. So thank you so much. You are awesome. If you've yet to follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube, please do so you never miss a video or live stream from me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.